more Final Fantasy Theatrhythm Final Bar Line. Before we begin, I'll just make sure I go through the collection again in case I have anything new that I haven't seen yet. Another thing to consider is this is probably going to be a shorter stream today. We don't have a ton of DLC songs left, but what we can do is at least get ourselves ready and prepared for completing the what is it called? Trying to complete the remaining things of the quest. So I'll probably make the teams or something like that. We'll see what we do, and then we'll go ahead and make the teams, and maybe we'll try a quest. But I want to try and keep all the quests till. I want to keep the quests until. I want to keep the quests until we've done the DLC songs and stuff. Because that way I feel like we've done absolutely everything. I'm not going to grind 90 treasure chests or anything like that. I feel like that's too unnecessary now that I think about it. And if we can't get it done by the thing, there's no point in me doing it with random chance. I think we've got everything that we naturally should be able to do. If I haven't got it by this point, I don't know what they expect of me. I really don't know what to expect. Like if they expect you to go and do something like that, I don't know. I would not. Yeah, I'm not gonna go ahead and do that. I just want to go and try my best to finish the game as best as we can. But yeah, this will probably be a shorter stream because we only have both Bravely Default 1 and 2 and Octopath Traveler left. I think I said there was like 15 songs or something like that. Was it 5? No, 5, 2, and 4. 5, 2, and 4 is like 11. More than that. But yeah, that's my intention. My intention is to complete the rest of the DLCs, and then if we still have some time, maybe set up the teams, and then the next stream, depending on how long that is, we'll focus solely on just trying to get by the quests that we're stuck on. I'm really hoping for some success with those. Hope that it works out. If it doesn't, then I can really do. The best. Check for the best and see where it goes. Shorter stream, but it's all good. Like we can make up for the next one. I'll check this as well. 65 out of 100. I'm not gonna try and aim for all of these, but obviously like. Any extra things I can get, like level of characters up past level 99, I'm not going to do that. Get all the Moogle styles is updated. Like, I think this page here is solely like, hey, get everyone's strength, get a certain stat to max. I'm not going to be doing it. I want to touch it. Right, so we were... We go here. Yeah, so we got Brave the Default 2, and the Octopath songs. 4, 2, and 5. 4, 2, and 5. So that's 11 songs. 4, 2, and 5. 4, 2, and 5 is 11 songs. And then see how much time we have left, and then I'll see how much time we have left, and we might just like do a couple of quests. I like to have my streams be at least 2 hours. And we'll have like a big stream for the like the finale thing where we just go through and try and do all those quests as best as we can. Well, it might be that. It might be multiple streams, but we'll see how much time we can get. how we go. But in other news, I guess, Phoenix, Apollo Justice Ace Attorney trilogy comes out tomorrow. I will be seeing if they've got a physical version for PS4 on that. Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth is the next day, but we still haven't played Gaiden yet, so I've got to find my way to get that completed. And also, well, we're not going to get that completed by the time Infinite Wealth is out, so but currently, I have the Lost Crown that I can install on, and then I had to check to see my space on my PS4. Check out to see if, what can fit, what else can be updated. I know I've got World Longfallen Dynasty to update, I've got Street Fighter 6, I've got Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1 that I haven't played yet. What else is there? Just depends on how much space I end up getting. Have to just see. You get around to that, I guess. There's a lot of different choices though, which is nice. We have a lot of choices. Compared to... Because this is the last Switch game that I have. I don't have any more Switch games to do until... I can't remember if there's anything in February coming out. March, I know the Princess Peach game's coming out. I'm looking forward to playing that. I want to give that a shot. What else is there? I know that I get the feeling that Paper Mario Thousand Year Door remake or remaster, that game it has to be coming out soon because they got the ESRB rating for it. So usually when that happens, it has to be within a couple of months. So that has to be coming very soon. Got a lot of different things to do. I don't recall seeing RAM, but maybe I should put them in just in case. I did see a deer, but let's just pick something that we have. Well, a number of things that I could decide on. Like, there won't be any more Switch games for a little while, I don't think. No more Switch games for a while. Which means we can focus back on PS4 stuff and getting platinum trophies and things. In a long time, because we ran out of space. We ran out of space quite quickly. Everything's getting larger in terms of requirements. Even I'm looking at some of the old games that I have on the thing. Some of them are like 90 gig. But deleting them off is going to result in having more space, which is nice. Look forward to Prince of Persia Lost Crown, because I know that can fit on, because it's only like 12 gig. I might tinker and move some stuff around to see if I can't update other things, just so I have an idea of what options I have. But I think it'll be Prince of Persia first, only because that has 32 playthroughs of that. Because you can't get all the collectibles on the first try. Just thinking about it now, it's like there's about 34 gig free, which then you equate that to about 20 to 25. That can fit one game on. If I transfer some stuff over, I can probably get a couple of other games updated. I'll have to just see, because the thing with the updates is always a weird one. It's always it's a weird little thing with the updates where usually the games require double the size of the game, if not more, to update, and then the update itself only be a couple of gigs, so it could be really overblown in that sense. Let's just do it. Everyone else that's around, I don't feel like I ever need to use them. I haven't seen them in any builds, so I might just pick stuff that I'm not entirely sure about. Pick some stuff that I know that I can use as a option. The Rem deals more damage proportional to spirit, increase each player's spirit by 200 when the second battle starts. Like, some of them might have just generic skills that are good. Or their abilities are just... It's an option. It's an option to have them. I think we should be all good. If the next stream ends up being just... the next couple of streams end up being full-on quest stuff, we might just go and do that. I'm expecting this song to be a long one. that didn't push down. Not expecting that, but I've got a right analog stick on one controller that doesn't want to work properly, and then now the one on the left of this one doesn't seem to want to do certain things either. A bit concerning. Yeah, so it took us like less than 20 minutes to get through. Well, 3 songs. It's just taking us this long to get through. But it does eventually add up, and of course I am going through and doing this as well. Ouroboros, the serpent that devours the horizon. At least some of these songs have long titles. Happened again where I had a feeling where it's like, oh, I'm doing really well. I want to try and get all critical, and then I get the good like immediately afterwards. What happened there? I zoned out for a second. It's like started hitting single digit ones instead of the single button press instead of doubles for some reason. I don't know what happened there. It was just like it's like I just zoned out of what I was supposed to hit. See, if this was like on the hardest difficulty, instead of it being this one hold here, you would be hitting the notes according to what you're hearing in the music. Like, The fact that this is like only just one long, like that would be on the hardest possible difficulty. That's what it would be. Be hitting the you'd be hitting the notes, and it'd be like that. It wouldn't just be that really long one where you just hold it. That'd be something much more difficult. Birds of flight, drenched, and fallen. The night rises. Night rises. Hang on a second. And there's two songs for Brave the default. Two, I should say. It's been a while since we've had a perfect chain on him. What it feels like. I was overthinking I went too far ahead in the song. Saw that it was a thing I pushed down for some reason. We'll be on to after this song. We're going to be on to Octopath Traveler. So that felt like it was the longest song, one of the longest songs. Well, at least in terms of the amount of notes for even on an easy, 425 notes. Now we just got the Octopath songs to go. So these songs, some of these songs will get hit on YouTube, not muted, but you'll get like the notification about them because all of the songs that play for certain characters, the opening theme gets hit, the each character's theme gets hit as well. The like Primrose the Dancer would get hit. I don't know if Daughter of the Dark God would. If it's the Goldorak theme, it probably might. But not sure what I'll do when it gets to the quest. What I might do is, because we've already gone through and attempted to look at each quest individually, I guess I could try and do that again. But maybe instead of just looking through each of them individually, what I'll do is if I can't find anything for it normally, I will go and just use what's in the um I might look up the quest individually, and then I'll look up the. There's a couple of Google Docs that have some specific teams that work, and just see how those go. Sorcerer's Heart increases our magic by 200. Like, it's good if we were planning to use Ultimacia, but because it's a single target rather than a multi-target. Yeah, so Decisive Battle 2 is the second battle theme. Battle of Journey's End, I believe, is one of the normal boss themes. And then Daughter of the Dark God, I think, should be the Goldorak. I think it's the Goldorak theme. Although there's two things. Yeah, there's because it's weird because in the second game it's not the case. In the second game it's different. That was a faster song than I was expecting. The twist and things were I wasn't expecting actually. Like they have iconic tunes, but it's like how do you determine what the iconic tune is? What I would consider iconic is different to what someone else would. I guess it's something that most people would universally agree on, maybe. Uh, Now I gotta look and see who I might use. Might do Cloud of Darkness next. I remember this music. This plays during some of the bosses. Like they sometimes the game alternates between the music. Like each character has their own theme. Let's just say Octopath Traveler 2. Octopath Traveler 2 has some really good themes in it. The theme that plays the I think it's called Scent of Commerce. The Scent of Commerce theme for Archie Show is particularly really good. And obviously the Goldora theme, they're also very good. Ice Strike, deal massive damage proportional to magic once. I think the idea. Bit of a letdown for that particular skill. I was hoping I would do something better than that. Might still gain stuff. The one thing I do appreciate with the Octopath Traveler 2 things is as you, I think, get further into chapters, they change the battle music up. So Octopath Traveler 2 has like three, I think it's three, has like three different normal battle music. So and you get them as you progress. Might be. I really liked the second one. I remember liking that one and hearing the. This is the last deal. This is the last of the songs on the DLC. We're definitely gonna have some time to be able to maybe do a couple of quests just to try out to see if we can get any closer to something. this sounds like it's the Goblin music. But I remember liking the. I think that I don't know what it was. I think it might, maybe it's because of the second game and like. But I think that I liked the song that played in second one more. Like it might have just been more. It might have been probably the same song, but it might have been played a bit. Might have sounded better because of it being an upgrade, maybe. Yeah, I don't know what like that wasn't that was bad. It's like for some reason liked the one that I heard from two more than. But I think I'm pretty certain that they're the same song. All right, that's like all the DLC songs done. It'll only take about an hour or so. So I guess what we can do in the meantime would be check out and see what some of those builds do. Yeah. Here's what we'll do. I'll take a quick break here, and then what we'll do is we'll go back to the quest mode. We'll see what builds we're going to be using, and then hopefully, like, it works out, and we'll see what it is. Because I'm hoping that we don't need to grind for stat boosts. I'm hoping that we don't need to grind for collector cards. I'm hoping that we don't do any of that sort of stuff. And I'm going to save my stat boosts until like the end. Till after I've tried all of the quests, because if I use them all up now, there's a chance that I'm going to regret it later, so I'd rather not do that. Yeah, I'll be back in a second to continue on with this for about an hour or so, we'll see. Okay, so we will, we've gone through and done all the songs. As far as I know that I have. I'm gonna go through and just confirm if I have, gone through and done everything. All the DLC songs. We've done every song. The 496 songs in total. There you go. That's how many songs, but there are. Well, some of them are duplicates, but that's how many songs there are. Okay, so we're 73% through the quests. So last time what I did is I went through into difficulty. I went through in difficulty order. I guess what we should do is we should still continue it through in difficulty order, only because if the quest difficulty is set to a certain thing, if we can get the easier ones done, we have a better chance of getting other things. So I guess we'll go from quest order, quest difficulty order up, because by completing certain quests, we actually do get by completing entire quests in series, we do gain a bunch of other advantages. Let's start with, I'm gonna go and look up each individual track, and if that doesn't work, then I do have the guide that I can use for specific boss, for specific quests. Battle theme 2, quest. So we'll do this for about an hour. So. Just want to invest in MP stuff. Like, I can't really invest the MP, that's the issue. Because I don't want to waste all my items. Okay, so I do have there's two guides. There's one for, the one go and the other one. Thank you, Mad Cupid, for the, thank you, Mad Cupid, for the lurk. Hope you were doing well. I think the best thing that I should do is go to the easiest difficulty quest, look it up again, see if there's anything for it, and then go through the other two builds, see if there's anything specific for that, and then at that point, move to the next quest. I think that's what I should do. So quest-wise, Okay, this one here says you have to have a provoke scroll on Faris and a few stat scrolls on Terra to make her stronger. But then their Faris and Terra were level 1, were 1 star. That was Gilgamesh, Faris, Kefka, and Terra. Let's. I can't remember if I've got Faris. I think Faris might have provoke on. I don't know. Faris doesn't have provoke, I can't do it. This particular one, anyway. Faris does have provoke. This might be worth a shot. I don't know if I haven't pumped anything into them. So Gilgamesh with Morphantine, Meteor Blade, Blazzaga Blade. Faris with Dual Wield Faraga Blade, and Provoke. Kefka with Thundaga, Eraga, and Bluff. And Terra with Riot Blade Ultima, and Dual Cast. Riot Blade Ultima and Dual Cast. Summon Bahamut with 30 damage plus Fizz. If I've got anything like that. See what Bahamut I have access to. Got Bahamut with. If I need to find a Bahamut with Fizz and Summon, if possible. I don't have one. The best I can do is a Summon and plus 30. I have a Fizz plus 10. Yeah, I feel like we're going to be doing more damage with... This increases a bit of everything. I'll give this one a shot. They're saying you have a provoke scroll and thing, maybe a few stat scrolls to make her stronger, but we'll see if we can do it with this one. If we can't do it with this, then we'll try another... There might be another team I can give a shot with. Because the thing is that it doesn't tell you how many to put in. Like, I don't want to just commit to that. I'm not gonna start throwing stat scrolls around like it's candy again when I don't know how many I need to put into. So we'll give it a shot to see how far off we are, because I can't save the game in a separate spot. It won't let me do that. It won't let me. It won't let me save. I can't make a separate save. Okay. So we didn't even get past the thing for this one. Let's try another one. Someone else has for this. We're doing Emperor. Yes, it's mentioning here like Terra needs stat scrolls. The issue is it doesn't tell you which stat scrolls you need to put on. Like, what type of stat scrolls do they need? They're using the same thing there, dual cast, right, blade ultima, dual blade, yeah, and then... Okay, let's try this alternate team then. Let's try Ace. Like, I can already see some of these already falling apart, because it's just not a, like... Stat scrolls, fine, but like, which stat scrolls do you need? How many of them do you need? I don't want to just commit using the stat scrolls and then not having any luck. The alternate one is Ace. Half Mal. Lightning 2 and Terror. And this one's not saying that we have to have. This one's not saying that we have to have. So we need cut cards. You need to have Ruin on. And Bluff. So if I go through the rundown for this one, this is 2.5 damage dealing with physical, and this is why he does these moves. And this is Chain. And then Dual Wield does physical abilities twice, and then when we get to the boss it does this. Bluff is 1.6 times damage for themselves with these magics, and then Dual Cast allows Ultimate to be cast twice, and then this as well, but you need to get to the bot. That's the issue. The big issue is you need to get to the we need to get to the boss to use these abilities with enough, time. That's where stuff falls apart. And Akbar has realignment, which reduces trigger hits by 20% for magic skills. Faith, which multiplies the party damage by 1.15, and Poison. Then we have Overclock, Thunder, and Overclock makes it so that we reduce trigger hits for physical and magic by 10%. And then Thunder and Thire Blade are there for damage. And then Dual Cast, Riot Blade Ultima is what we already... So now, in this way I have to do an Expert. Which is the issue, we have to do it on Expert this time. And then they want Ifrit, Shiva, or Ramu with, so we'll see which ones have those. It doesn't really matter which one we pick. They're all immune. We want one with Summon, Magic, and Trigger damage %, so if we can find that. That's Physical and Summon. That's Physical 20 and Summon 20. That's Summon and Magic. That's Physical 10, Magic 10. This one's 15 trigger, 20 damage. This is the closest. Well, no, the other one was 20 Fizz and 20... What is it we needed? It was Summon, magic, and trigger. So this is the closest one so far. This is magic of 5, summon of 20, trigger of 15. So if we can find something better than this, then obviously we will go with that. This is experience. Okay, I guess we'll go with that. We'll see how this goes. It could be okay. Yeah, the big issue is we need to reach the boss. If we can't reach the boss, also I need to swap the difficulty. If we can't reach the boss, then that's the problem. Where everything falls apart. Also, it needs to be in expert, but I'll try it on basic anyway. Already this is better than what? Already this is better than the other team, because that took forever to get down that first enemy. Right, there we go. Didn't even have to do it on basic, on expert. So considering that we were able to do that, I'm a little bit more confident in. So we do definitely have teams that can deal with this. I'll only go till 2 hours for today, just because I did say that I would try and get the rest of the stuff done for this, but we'll see how it goes. If I obviously can go longer, that would be good as well. Because that means that getting that done gives me a lot more confidence in that we found something that can actually work. Like, we did finish the DLC songs today. I wanted to only do the DLC songs, but because we have a little bit of extra time, I may as well just go and complete. I wanted to see if we could give some stuff a try. But now we've finished 2, so there's plenty of quests to do, so it doesn't really matter if we get them done now or get them done later. Do completion rewards. Okay. So I'm wondering, I'm not going to keep using the same team because there's a chance that it's not going to work. Because each boss is going to be different depending on what you... Every boss is different depending on the type of... Like, I don't think there's a guaranteed way to beat each thing. This one's the final battle. 5. Actually, that's... Yeah, it's, I think there's... Being able to beat the thing the way that we did before, it's like that actually is working. So that's what makes me think I can get past could get past some of them with no problems. have a... Second. Yeah, so, that first one we did was fine. I could just adapt. Maybe I'm thinking I could just keep this one team. Like, if I can't find anything good, then I might just try this current team out and see if it's worth thing. I can't find anything specifically for... let me do the other one first, right? Quests, physical managing. Specific one. This one is Final Battle. I think this is... That's X-Death. I don't... Is this Neo X-Death? I don't remember what Neo X-Death looks like. I'm assuming that this is Neo X-Death. I don't actually know. Might just look up what Neo X-Death is, because I am not familiar with Neo X-Death, what they look like. If this is Neo X-Death, then that looks like it's Neo X-Death. I think this is supposed to be them. It's like it is. Yeah, okay, this is Neo X-Death. So we need to go and, there is a build for this. There's two builds, actually. One of them we already tried. It was like Sephiroth, Chaos, Shantoto, and Cloud. Actually, no, we didn't try this one because, I thought we already did X-Death. This is actually a separate, we haven't tried this particular. I'm gonna keep this as it is because this one was working. So this one is Sephiroth, Chaos. I don't think I've tried this one. I think I was under the impression that X-Death and Neo X-Death was like a thing, but it's like, no, Neo X-Death is the transformed version of this character. Sephiroth, Chaos. Shantoto and Cloud. Which I think when they say Cloud, it's the FF7 version. So then they've got Silence Buster, Hell's Gate, and Ultimate Blade. Sacrifice, Art of Chaos, Berserk, Play Rough, Bluff, and Ultima. And then Berserk, Meltdown, and Omni Slash. Okay, I'm gonna check to see if the other Cloud has Meltdown. Meltdown, a new move. Once boss on the first player member stops White Hole at cast. Seems to empty the entire queue of skill activation bug will not... Okay, maybe it's Meteor instead of... What would be the substitution that we would have here? If it's Berserk, Omni Slash... It says Meltdown here. Maybe I could just do Berserk. It might be Berserk. Well, Berserk's already on. If I could keep Ruin on, I'll do Ultimate Blade. I don't know what Meltdown, and then this one they wanted Fizz plus summon damage, which would be this one. And, I guess we can give this a shot. If this doesn't work, I do have a backup one on, the other... It's Gilgamesh, Garland, Faris, and Terra. Um, yeah, we'll see how this goes. This is I also didn't change the difficulty. Although last time we didn't change the difficulty and it was fine, so may as well just give it a shot. But so far, some of these are actually like builds I just didn't test because I must have missed things anyway. So we're probably not progressing too far anyway. Really, it just some reason it just stopped reading my inputs. I think there I'm going too fast. I'm mashing the button too fast. That would explain what was going on there. Yeah, this is more so like a testing thing to make sure stuff works. So the next stream will be focused solely on like, hey, let's like smash through these quests to see if we can do so. Alright, there we go. These teams are definitely working now. Teams are definitely working now. Once we make it to the boss, it's what I said. Once I had it, I knew it. Once we made it to the boss, I had a feeling that you can just get through anything, like with no problems whatsoever. Once you make it to a boss, it's clear sailing from that point. Nothing else to worry about. You don't need to smash through using all the stat boosts. But I wanted to finish the DLC, but again, it took like nearly an hour to finish the DLC anyway. It was probably better that we didn't go ahead and do that because I'm out of time. But here we've at least finished the DLC, and now we're getting a few quests done. There'll still be plenty of. There might be still one or two streams. Probably more likely one than two. Just have to see. But considering we got our way through the stuff that we were stuck on, and one's perfect chain. This one's ultimate difficulty. This one's defeat the boss in 30 seconds. I'm assuming that we can use the same team. Over. Over. Quits. I'm assuming I could just go ahead and use the same team that I've been doing before. Yeah, what's... So a lot of the ones that they're mentioning for Genova here are the, it's the other quest, the, what is it called? It's the other Genova quest, the, Assassin's, why am I saying Assassin's Creed? I know AC stands for Assassin's Creed, but, it's not the one that it's not this game. This game is not Assassin's Creed. Advent Children. I guess what I should do is, if I can't find a good build, I may as well just use this one. Because this one got... If we can get through a boss in 20 seconds, we can probably get through a boss in 30 seconds. And I've gotten to this boss before. Just never beaten it. There we go. Yeah, this team just is wrecking everything. All the timed ones, if we get to the boss, it's pretty much over. I'm not even timing the thing. It feels like once Riot Blade gets activated, it's just over. Fight's just over. I think we found the build that we want. I think we've definitely found the build that we want to use. If this is consistent and we can get through the mob fights without any issues, once we get to the bosses, I feel like we should be okay. It's not gonna work for everything, but it's definitely it's definitely working out. Yeah, there's nothing else that I could do after the DLC, so I figured let's just go back and like give some of these a shot if we can't get them done with the upgraded characters that we have. Why is my switching? Has my tablet just decided to not stop? My tablet doesn't want to search. Oh, okay. That might be why the internet went down. Hang on a second. Let me just reboot the Wi-Fi on my tablet. There we go. Alright, this one here doesn't have anything. This one here has 7 series. That's Genova AC, Advent Children. But then there's also 7 Sephiroths on it. So I'm assuming that this is the same one. But this is on ultimate difficulty, so that's probably not going to work out. Vincent, Kuja, Cloud, and Bart. I'm not going to be able to do ultimate difficulty. That's just way too hard for me. So in that case, let's just try the team that has been working. Because again, this is another situation where we only have to reach the boss. Because that's what happened with Genova. Doesn't work here. We will try another team if we get another team to use for something else that might be similar. See. I think we found the team that actually works without needing to even have stat boosts on. And without having to be on hard difficulty. So I dropped an input there. And see, this one's not timed either. There we go, beat him easily. He wouldn't have been able to use this team anyway without grinding for it anyway, because Afmal, Ace, and needed leveling. I wanted to see if that was going to kill him, just to add insult to injury. Oh no, we can't beat one Circle, we can beat both of them. Okay, this one here is... This one here we can probably use the current team that we're using, because we are doing more than 250 damage. Whether we can do it, I'm not sure. Whether we can do it in... This song's a weird song, so... Oftentimes I do pretty... The song's not hard. It's just, for some reason, we're not doing a lot of damage. Here we might be able to do it with this particular one, just because it's... Like, I didn't look this one up because I know that I'm doing that much damage with this one, even with the resistances on. I didn't see what ability did the damage, but I just saw a bunch of resistances. But yeah, my intention was to do... I want to try and do all the DLC songs in the one thing, but we ran out of time, so I did... First hour was, The first hour was the DLC. First hour also was the DLC, and then the rest of the stuff is going to be this. The idea was everything in the DLC was to set up to do this, and then now we have there's nothing else really left to do apart from Ekon is on, no touching the tail, please. Yeah, that's essentially what's happening here. Didn't want to end the stream after an hour, so I decided let's just get it to 2. Like, this one here might be a little bit complicated because not only do they resist a lot of the slashing movements, but they also they resist a lot of the slashing movements, but they also have 2.5 times HP. Yeah, I didn't want to end the stream after 1 hour because I usually don't end the stream at that point unless it's a reaction thing that's a little bit different. But in this case, we pretty much have just these two to do. Well, not these two. We have multiple things. This one here doesn't have a island. We'll give this a shot with this current team. Like, I think this is another situation where I reached the boss with a team, which is we weren't doing enough damage. So let's see how we do here, because the boss will resist a lot of physical damage, but Even with the resistance, it's like we're still doing a lot. See how we can go. I think we're getting this one in 30 seconds. No, or is it that? It's just we're gonna defeat him. Good. Okay, this is definitely the right build. I've made the right decision here. I mean, having if we do need it, we can buff certain things as well. So even with a boss that had 2.5 times HP, we were able to beat them. I guess if I didn't do those bonus songs, I could have finished the DLC in the first. I could have probably finished the DLC in the first part, but then I didn't know that the other ones were there, so I just did them anyway. Because there was what 11 songs that I had to do today, and there was like one for each Final Fantasy. So I guess I could have, yeah. Now that I think about it, I could have. Well, no, I still would have had to have done. Like it took me an hour to. It took me an hour to complete the remaining DLC songs today. If I hadn't done like the ones that were there, I would have had all the DLC done in the first part. Guess that would have, yeah, actually, that would have worked out, wouldn't it? Because there was about 15 songs that were, more songs that I did for the. If I didn't do those and I did the DLCs, all the DLCs would have been completed, and then that way we would have had a part here. We would have had a thing here that would have we've had a thing here that was just dedicated solely to. I think that's what it would have been, yeah, because there was 11 songs remaining. It also depends on how long I spent on those first 15. But then I also I just didn't know that it was there. I just did not know that it was actually there. This one here could be tricky because this is the one where you've got. This could be another one of those ones like the other one where you don't have enough time to be able to do what you need to do. But I think we should be. This. And now looking back on the thing is like if I didn't do those other songs that I saw unlocked. My initial intention was we completed quests as best as we could. And then I figured, oh, that's all that's left. And then when we went in to go and start the DLC, when I went to start the DLC, I saw that there were some extra songs there, and I wasn't sure what they were for. And it was like repeat songs, but they were part of the main game. So maybe I could have just like. Because then that would have meant that this stream would have been longer, but doesn't matter now. So I was under the. I thought that by completing everything in the. I didn't realize it was unlocking songs that had the movies playing behind them. I thought what I was unlocking was those. So I also ended the other. You gotta keep in mind, I ended the other stream early, like one before the DLC. I ended that one early too because we'd already gone through all the different quests, and I knew that the only stuff that we had left that we hadn't done was the DLCs. Because I thought we unlocked. And see, they both came up as a picture reel. So because they came up as a picture reel, it's like okay, I had a feeling it was like thing. So I had no I had no idea. But like, what can you do? If you don't know how all that works, then how are you supposed to know? There's no reason to. Anyway, yeah, if I ended that stream when I did anyway, once we finished all the quests and thing, I thought the only stuff that was left was the DLC songs. And I thought, oh, we unlocked the those other little sections there. From the heavens. I thought we unlocked the extra sections there. But we did not unlock them, so. Well, I thought when we completed certain things, we unlocked like the movies, and that was what it was there for. And those movies were good, but I didn't realize that there was like a movie, and then there was also you can do a song while the movie is playing. What I was trying to say. So when we finished all the stuff with the quest as best as we could, I figured, okay, well, we need to grind for the DLC, and that's what we did in the last stream. The last stream, we grinded all the way through the DLCs that we could. And then I saw those extra songs, and I thought, okay, well, we'll do the extra songs because those are stuff that wasn't aware about. We should have done those before. And adding all that stuff here, so I guess I'll just leave it. This one here, I think, requires us to go through two lots of enemies, because there's only one King Behemoth in there at the end. Might be the last song as well, we'll see. And then, like, I think me doing what I did with the thing anyway was better, because by me doing those... by me doing the stuff with the DLC, those other songs, it actually gave me the... Definitely gonna be the last song. And stuff I was trying to... wrong stuff. All the quests were done. The only thing we need to do was get certain characters up, and then but those other extra songs allowed me to get all of those characters up even further. And then a lot of the stuff we did through the DLC as well. So, and we didn't have to worry about like certain things failing or stuff like that. If anything, we actually got more progress out of those other ones. It's like I would have done those anyway because we would have presumed that we would have done them another time, but I was under the impression that all the stuff in the music stage was just going to be the DLC and all the stuff that we'd done already. There we go. Right on the... On. Yeah, because originally we completed all the quests, and then I thought that we'd done all the music. It turned out that we had not. We'd done all the uh, we've done all the songs, but we hadn't done the ones that had the movies on them. The next one's gonna be Ultima with the ultimate weapon. Bosses have double HP doesn't seem to worry me as much now, but we've got to get to there. So this one here could be a little bit complicated, but we'll just have to see what happens. But my impression was we completed all the songs here, so I thought that was all that was, apart from the DLC. When we went and did the other ones, it was like, oh, there was these bonus ones here, so I figured, well, we have to do those first before doing the DLC because of like having not done them before. And it was watching the movie and stuff. I didn't realize that those were two separate things because there was stuff that unlocked where it had like the movie and the theme state, but they were both the same. So I figured it was the same. I figured that it was the same. I guess if I look at it quickly, if I go onto one of these things, it'll tell me what the reward is for clearing it. Check something. Yeah, so the clearing reward is songs from Final Fantasy XIV and then Answers. Now, Answers is like the playable like movie that you can watch. So I assumed that by clearing this, we unlocked all of the songs and music stages for 14 as well as the Answers movie. So that's why I went and did that. And then when we got to the DLC section, the DLC section showed, well, the DLC section was all the stuff there. And then I saw as I was scrolling through that you can play the movie as like the thing to interact with as well. So I figured that because I remember ending the stream earlier to go and do the. I ended that stream earlier to go and do the because I thought I'd done everything else, and I wanted to start the DLC right at the start. So I guess what I could have done is I could have gone and done all of the DLC songs first, and then gone and focused on those other ones I missed. But then I figured, well, we've already committed to doing the, but we've already done everything else, so we may as well just do those and see what. And I think I also want to see what those were, because if they were nothing, then I was going to. Those particular things were nothing, then I was like going to just skip them anyway. But they end up being stuff anyway, so yeah, I guess that is what it is. So this will be the end of this stream because I wanted to try and have the DLC be contained in its own episode. I could have done that if I did all the DLCs in a row because there were only 11 songs left, and we did like over 15 or so, probably even more than that, maybe closer to 20 of the other songs. But then again, those were also were shorter as well. Maybe not, I don't know. We're not going to worry about it, it's already in the thing, I can't help that. So yeah, next thing that we're going to be doing is how far did we actually get in the quest? So far we haven't found any new quests since we've used this new team. We're currently 75% through the quests. And then so far we've tried out, there was one team that I didn't. There was this team that I mustn't have been able to try out when I first did it. And this worked out for the thing. But so far any of them that I haven't been able to get past, I've been using this team and it's been working very well. So again, we can... Basically, we get 50% trigger reduction, moderate damage with Ruin, multiplying our magic by 1.6, poison twice on every enemy, 1.15 times magic, as well as 20% reduction on abilities, 10% reduction on trigger hits required for physical and magic, plus moderate damage, and then Thunder and Fire Blade for damage. Ultima gets cast twice when it's used on a boss enemy, and then Riot Blade gets used when it's used on an enemy as well. So essentially, Terra is the person killing the bosses, and then obviously Shiva is here to increase the trigger damage, increase summon damage, as well as magic as well, slightly. But yeah, I was under the impression that after we went through everything that we could go and do the straight up do everything for the DLC, but then when I saw those other songs there, I thought, well, we'll see what those are, because I wasn't sure what they were. They ended up being music stages that were set similar to Guitar Hero, then we went and did those, and then all the DLC was done there, and then after that we finished the DLC today, and then with the rest of the time that we had, we ended up making a team that we can use, and so far we've been able to complete... we completed Final Fantasy 2, Final Fantasy 5 we won't complete because it needs these things, 7's the same. And then we're currently on, we've just finished 13, We're currently on 14 right now, which there's a lot of those. Like, stuff with the ultimate difficulty I won't be doing because it's just there's too much going on the screen. It's not that we can't get through it. It's more so that I can't get through it, not that I think there's too much going on the screen. Too many notes. And that as well. But yeah. Basically, the reason why today's stream was so short is because we only did the first hour of the DLC, and then went and did what we could here. So the next stream will be basically going through the remaining songs we haven't completed and seeing if we can go and do those, which will probably be a stream of its own. And then that will be the end of this game. Like, we won't have anything else left that we have to do, I don't think. Considering how long it does take to get through these. And if we're getting through these with the first try, then we don't have to keep retrying and thing as well. So I guess that is what it is. But yeah, I didn't realize that the other Guitar Hero songs I wanted to do, I just to see how those ended up being. I guess I could have skipped them and gone just on the DLC as its own part, and then done this, but it's fine. So, with all that being said, be sure to like and subscribe. Every like, comment, subscription, if you this video, you get some conversation from my content field. It's content accessible and easy to find. I upload my past Plat reacts as well as Let's Plays and Let's Plays to YouTube channel. In Far Cry 6, Sifu, The Quarry, which is a remake, Traveler, Lego Skywalker Saga, Shogo, Classical from Soviet Union, Cuphead, Stray, Marvel's Avengers, Dr. Forger, Devil in Me, Days Gone, it was a remake, Star Wars Fallen Order, Like a Dragon Edition, remake, Resident 5, Dragon Strategy, Pokemon Scarlet, great to get actually. The Lord of the Rings Skull, 85 favorites, bunch of weapons, Shake, Crystal Galaxy, Fate, Summer Remnant, Sister Mirage, now it's Pokemon Violet, Persona 5, Tactica, and Village, Super Mario RPG Remake, Master Archives Raincode, Cubes from Dreamland Deluxe, as well as this game. Working on a past segment for games that we have the trophy for, as well as switching things up to a segment for games on the Switch, along with more treasure side distributions in the future as well. Along with more Octopath Traveler like Adara speedruns, more Pokemon Violet Nuzlocke future, as well as a live speedrun, which I'm still working on the Hero China section, so we're almost to the end of the halfway point for the characters, and then we've got the last one, which is going to take a bit of time as well. What else was there? I upload everything to my YouTube channel because I have a 7-day limitation on my videos before they're deleted and want to be a separate place. People find my content if they wish to do so. You also get a notification of when I go live for watching on Twitch. YouTube, sorry. Follow me on Twitch at 120 followers. I'll be doing a certified Tactica speedrun, and we also reach affiliate, which means you get monetization as well. Get to make a bunch of subscriber emotes and incentives to support me and the channel going forward to the future. An extra 7 days to upload before my videos become live as well, and you'll also get a notification of when I go live watching on Twitch. Follow me on Twitter when I go live, which I'm in Discord. I will send you an invite to my friend's Discord server. Plus, to those members to the Shrine and some gamers there as well. I'm very active there, and you'll also get a notification of when I go live on it as well. Finally, if you know you create my stream overlay that I use for my future content going forward, you can find a link down below in the description for that as well. So, before we get out of here, let's see if there's anyone I want to raid. So, yeah, again, all that stuff that happened with the other thing, it's just the way it is. I can't, I couldn't see, if I knew that there was going to be those other ones there, what I would have done is I would have, instead of after completing the quest, I would have gone back and done those other ones as the extra part. Seeing where that went, but let's have a look and see who's online. A few people that are online, this time around. Let's go with Cupid, because Cupid's online. I haven't raided in a little bit, so they're doing some more Tales of Arise, and they also came in earlier, so I feel like paying back that thing, so I'll send you over to them. So with all that being said, have a good day, night, wherever you all are, and I will see you all later.